Hello, how do you do? Okay, how do you do too? Okay, why I say you how do you do? Because this is the first time for me to know you. Okay, if I have been known you before, so I can say how are you. Okay, because I don't know, and then this is the first time we meet, so I can say how do you do. Okay, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is So Happy. You can call me Happy. You know, happy is bahagia in bahasa Indonesia. Okay, I am always happy. Okay, because my name Happy. And then I graduated from Sriwijaya University Palembang for Bahasa dan Sastra. And then I continue in Jakarta for Magister, specialist for English. Okay. And I am teaching in International School Tangerang, and I am also teaching in Akmil Akpol, specialist for people who want to become police and army in bahasa polisi dan tentara. Okay, and today I'm going to teach you about learning by doing. What does it mean, learning by doing? I can explain you for a while. Learning by doing is mean like this. Okay, many people want to study English, but they don't know how the step to learn English. Okay, so that's why they can study for English until 5 years, but the end they cannot speak English, and also they cannot understand for reading English. Okay, and then they have problem for listening in English. So that's the problem. And today I want to teach you the easy way, yeah, to master English by learning by doing. Okay, what is learning by doing? Here we focus the object learning by doing for speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Okay, we can master the four kinds of object to master English by mastering this one: tenses, grammar, auxiliary verb, question word, and vocabulary. Okay, last time when I was learning English, I also had problem how the good way, how the easy way to master English. But I always work hard, and I always ask my teacher that to master English is very easy, but we know the step and we know what we should do, okay, to master English. Now I will give you the good way, okay, to understand and to master English in four objects: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Okay, this one: tenses, okay, grammar, vocabulary, question word, and vocabulary. Okay, I will explain you. Start from tenses. Okay, tenses in English there are 16. Okay, and what is tenses? Tenses in English is to talk about a sentence with the sentence explain about the time when something happened. So it means that sentence is to talk about something happened when it is talk about the time. Okay, and then grammar is to talk about the structure. How can we arrange, or how can we make a good sentence, okay, by using the structure. So, okay, and then vocabulary, and then and then auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is kind of helping verb. Means that in English we have to know there are 27 auxiliary verb. I can say you here 27 auxiliary verb. Listen to me, be carefully. Am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, dare, need, ought to, used to, be, been, being. Right? Can you master this one? Oh, it's no problem. It is easy. We can practice every day to master this one. What I have said just now, 27 auxiliary verb, those are very important for us to understand these tenses, to understand the sentences. Okay, because all of the auxiliary verb can be used in the sentences, okay? But not the 27 auxiliary verb can we say helping verb, because some of the auxiliary verb is modal, okay? Some of the auxiliary verb are modal. So later I will explain what is modal, okay? And then grammar. I want to make you understand about the difference of tense and grammar, okay? Actually, tenses is also grammar, okay? Tenses is also grammar. Tenses is a part of grammar, okay? Because tenses is one of the way to make a good sentences, okay? To make the correct sentences, whether it is positive, negative, or interrogative, and then to talk about the time when something happened by using the tenses, okay? And then grammar, yeah. If we talk about grammar, grammar is kind of structure or kind of another way for us to make another kind of sentences. Example, the name of grammar is past of speech, conditional sentence, gerund, conjunction, and etc. So we can say that's grammar. And then how can we use this grammar in the sentences? It's easy, okay? Because grammar can be used for word or for phrase, okay? And then we can combine the grammar in the sentences by using the correct sentences, okay? To talk about the sentences, okay? By using the grammar, we can understand when we use the different grammar in the sentences, yeah? Okay, the next about auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is I have talked to you just before, okay? And then this is question word. What is question word? Question word in English, like in Bahasa Indonesia, question word is 5W 1H, okay? And question word we can start what, where, when, why, which, whose, whom, and how, okay? There are 9 of question word. And then we can use the question word for a question, but you have to make the difference. When we make interrogative sentences by using auxiliary verb, okay, it is the answer can be yes or no. But when we use question word, the answer must be explained. Example like this. I give you example for the question word by using auxiliary verb first, okay? Do you like mango? The answer is yes or no, okay? It is by using auxiliary verb, because we use one of the 27 auxiliary verb in English. Start from do you. Do you like mango? Berarti it means that we can make the answer is yes or no. But when we use question word, example we use what? What kinds of mango do you like? So the answer cannot yes or no, but we have to explain, yeah, the kinds of mango. What kinds of mango do you like? The answer, I like what kinds of mango? Means that mango harum manis, example, okay? That's the answer. So we cannot say yes or no, okay? And the next for vocabulary, okay? This is very important in English. Most of people cannot understand in reading or cannot speak English well because of the lack of vocabulary, okay? So there are many kinds of vocabulary, but I can give you the way very easy to understand vocabulary. You have to master the 4 kinds of vocabulary. It means that vocabulary like adjective, noun, verb, and adverb, yeah? The function of noun, adjective, verb, and adverb we can use by using auxiliary verb also, okay? Because sometimes people can think it is very easy to speak English. Like example like this. I go to school every day. And then it is for positive. And then for the negative, because they do not master for auxiliary verb, whether it is do, did, or does. So to make negative sentence, he or she doesn't understand. So how to make negative sentence? If we say I go to school every day, for the negative we use to, because the subject I don't go to school every day. But if we use she, the negative is she doesn't go to school every day. Okay, so it's different way. When we use the subject I, you, we, they, he, she, it, we must use the different auxiliary verb. Okay, for I we can use am or do. For you we can use do. For they we can use do. And for he or she we can use does. Okay. Okay. I think that's all for the basic English that we have to know. Okay. By master this one, yeah, number 1 until number 5. If that willing, we can understand easily how to speak English because we know we master first the basic of English. Okay. And then we focus for writing, okay, because I have explained you about how to master English first, the basic of English, and then we can start from the writing or how to understand writing and reading. Okay, now let's restart. Okay, just now I have explained you about the way how to master English, okay, about tenses, okay, and then vocabulary, and then grammar, question work, okay, and I believe that after mastering those 4 kinds of what I have explained to you, means that now when you want to learn about reading comprehension, you can understand reading comprehension easily. Actually, reading comprehension is not different with Bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia is also by using reading comprehension. Okay, it means that we have to understand what the reading talking about. Okay, so now we study one by one about the reading comprehension. Okay, let's listen to me first for number 1. Okay, we make the exercise for multiple choice. Number 1, listen to me. This is for number 1. Okay, I can read you for number 1. Madani. Have you heard that our favorite teacher, Mr. Dahlan? Mr. Dahlan is a word. Mr. Dahlan is a word to be a best teacher. Umang. Blah blah blah. Madani, yeah, here it is. The article in the magazine, read it yourself. Umang, how it's great. Let's congratulate him. Umang, wow, it's great. Let's congratulate him. The multiple choice, let's listen to me. For the choice is A, do you think so? B, are you sure? C, did he tell you? D, do you trust on him? Okay, what is the answer? Okay, to complete the sentences, the answer is are you sure? Because the dialogue about something that you want to show that you are really want, okay, to say congratulate to him, okay. And then, okay, that's number 2. Number 2, listen to me. Opik, Tin, there is a good film on multiple screen theater this afternoon. Let's watch it. I have 2 tickets. Udin, I would love to, but I have to see my grandma. She is in the hospitalized. Big. Oh, sorry. Well, we can go some other time. What if we accompany you? Udin, it's okay. Please go. I can manage it myself. Moreover, grandma is getting better. Okay. What's the answer? To complete the dialogue. Okay, the question, the answer is A, I can't say for a certain. B, I'm afraid. C, I am absolutely sure. D, it's undoubted. Okay, so the answer is B. I'm afraid. Okay. The next, number 3, it is also dialogue. Listen to me. Safira, hi, morning Rahma. Hello Fira, look out, blah blah blah. Safira, yeah, it shall we go to the beach. Rahma, brilliant idea, let's go cycling. Safira, okay. Okay, what's the answer to complete this one? The multiple choice is A. How dull fine day is. B. What a beautiful day it is. C. How nice is today. D. What a big day. Okay. The answer is B. What a beautiful day it is. Okay. And the next, for questions number 4 is for reading comprehensions. Look at this one for reading comprehension. Read carefully. Okay. Attention! Due to the 20th anniversary of SMP Bina Tana Bangsa, annual English contest will be held. They are debate, drama, speech, storytelling, and magazine. Please register before October 28th to Mr. Santinen or contact for this number 1x5xx276542, Mr. Hamidin. Okay, the question is, what is the purpose of the text above? It's mean bahasa Indonesia, tujuan teks itu disampaikan untuk apa? A. To celebrate the anniversary of SMP Bina Taruna Bangsa. B. To take part of English contest in SMP Bina Taruna Bangsa. C. To advertise SMP Bina Taruna Bangsa. D. To announce about English contest held in SMP Taruna Bangsa. Okay, that's what is the answer. The answer is B. To take a part English contest is SMP Bina Taruna Bangsa. Okay, that's all. The question number 1 until number 5. The next time we can discuss again the other example for the question connected to the English for learning by doing. Okay, I think that's all for our meeting today, and see you for the next meeting. Thank you very much. See you on next day. Thank you.